parang ano,
Ano, bagay, yung wala
dito
pa.
sa YouTube. Music.
Alright, we're just waiting for going to begin the podcast. Then we're just gonna enjoy the music for a while. I think this is sponsored, by the way, for those people who are in the YouTube. So, okay, so I think we can start our podcast right now. Scene. All right. Hi. Oh, we have 10 people already.
Hello.
Wow. Hello. Oh, mic test,
Hello,
mic test. All
everyone.
right. Hello,
My test.
everybody. Okay, so for disclaimer for the people who just arrived in our wonderful podcast for today, my name is Manuel. I am an IFNG admin. If you don't know what IFNG means, it's International Nurses Filipino Groups. Yeah, IELTS International IELTS nurse IELTS something like that.
Philip. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I, oh my
IELTS
God,
Filipino
na ako,
Nurses
na
Group.
na ako. All right. So yeah, what are we doing here? Why is this important? Well, because everybody is already tired in studying, and everybody has a lot of things in their mind. And what we wanted to do is create some sort of sorry, this was a comb. What we wanted to do is create a safe space for everybody to just chillax and let their hair
Mm-hmm.
down. Oh, the idiomatic expression, right? Let their hair down,
Let
let loose,
yes.
right? And I will be the host as well as my co-host here, which is Jovi Jean Bayalon. She recently passed the exam.
Hello.
When did you pass your exam?
September to
September
yeah,
what?
just yeah, to this week, this year,
All right.
2021.
And
I took it September I think September 12th.
Oh, so we have somebody on the chat box. So see, we have see, this is our first time having interaction with people on the chat room. Hi, Stephanie Rotuerto.
Hello, Steph.
Yeah, this is our first time, right? We've been doing this for 3 days,
Yes,
3 weeks in a row now. I think we were absent only last week because of previous previous
commitments.
commitments. Yeah, sorry if I got lost in words. But um, as of the moment, we have 10 people on the live stream. We would like to say hi to all of them. I hopefully these are people from the IFNG group and Oreo babies
Yes.
that Mr. M has so wonderfully shared our links with. And in today's podcast, our main topic is doing a mock exam from somebody who already passed their exam way back early 2021. I think 2000. She mentioned it was 2021 of April. Is that correct, Jovi?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
April.
yeah she passed her exam. She is a mother with a loving
Mm-hmm.
husband. If my stalking on Facebook is correct, okay, so Faye, yeah. Okay, so Jovi, I would like you to give a shout out to the people on our chat room. Okay, so that your job right now, because
Hello.
since we're having interaction in the chat groups, your
Oh,
job right now
wow.
is to, yeah,
All
somebody is
our
interacting with the chat.
IFNG.
IFNG
Hello.
4, yes. So
Yes.
these people are, whoa, there's a lot of people, see? Okay. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to hear more from us, that would be lovely. But that would be lovely if you press that red button down there.
Yeah.
Okay. And also drop a like. All right. Whilst we wait for the other people to arrive, we'd like to welcome everybody to the podcast. There's 13 people. Shout out to the
Oh,
13
yes.
viewers that we have.
Wow, hello there.
Hmm.
Hello, Miss
Yeah.
Mimi
Right. Miss
from Canada.
Oh, Miss Bibi from Canada is here. She's a regular viewer.
Yes.
She's a regular
And
viewer
then,
and she's very close to my heart. Yeah. Hello,
yeah, me
IFNG
too.
fam.
And Mom
IFNG
Faye.
11.
Hello, Mom Faye.
And I
Also, Mom
would
Faye
like to
is
take the
here.
opportunity. Yeah, I'd like to take the opportunity whilst we're waiting for other people in the live stream to arrive. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank IFNG for giving us this unlimited Zoom access. Yes,
Thank you,
sadly
IFNG.
last 2 weeks ago we did a live stream, but we got interrupted because sadly I'm poor. The unfortunate
We
event,
don't have this.
because of unrelated unfortunate events, I'm poor and I wasn't able to access secure a subscription towards Zoom, so it's not unlimited. So for you guys there in the IFNG group, please be thankful for the free stuff that we get
Yeah.
from our admins. All right, which includes me. I'm IFNG Mr. Manuel, right? IFNG admin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see me at around 11 o'clock in KSA time. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about somebody. We have a special guest today. Um, um, Sadly, she's still not around because she's doing work. However, what we love about her is that because of her dedication to share her story with you guys,
Yes.
she's gracing us with her presence regardless of how busy she is. So please be
Yeah.
thankful to Miss LA. LA is down here somewhere. Liz Atenado. Atenado, is that correct? Montemayor.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use the single name because I still have
Liz.
difficulty pronouncing her name in in my English accent. All right. Now, um, does anybody in the podcast want to ask Jovi Jean or myself some questions? Some questions.
Yes.
If you have questions regarding the exam,
Oh,
yeah.
you
By
have
the way,
here.
I am
You have a
stationed here
question
in
here.
Saudi Arabia. Okay, I'm stationed here in Saudi Arabia, whilst Jovi Jean is, where are you located?
I'm
Introduce
from
your
Dubai.
wait. Before you answer, I want you
Yeah.
to introduce your answer. I want you to introduce your location in an IELTS way. Where are you
Wow.
located?
So currently, I'm residing in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, and I'm blessed to have spent my 7 years in this country.
Uh, and do you love spending it there? See, I'm asking you part one questions already. I don't even realize. Do
Yeah,
you love spending your time there? Oh, see, let's continue with that one so that we don't have dead air.
sure. I'll answer that one.
Yeah, sure. Please, that would be
Okay.
lovely.
So, oh yeah, I'm enjoying my time here, even though it's quite hectic at
Mhm,
work. But there's a lot that this country could offer.
mhm,
So after work, we have some trips in the parks, or let's say the outdoors now are great because
mhm.
it's
I can
starting to
sense,
be
I
winter.
can sense some hesitation, Beshi. I can sense
Yeah,
some. Why am I sensing a
let's
little bit of
open up.
hesitation? Because you were absent, we were absent for 1 week. That's the reason why you're
Yes.
getting a lot of hesitations. Don't worry, we'll try to focus our efforts in providing a safe and secure environment for for IELTS and IFNG members especially to have a chill podcast. Actually, we can speak in
Harry,
Tagalog,
oh,
right? We can speak in Bisaya
yeah.
in this particular
Actually, you
podcast.
have a
It doesn't matter.
question here also, Besh,
What was the
from
question?
Ma'am Mimi. What is poor? Because you said earlier that you
What
don't
is
have
poor?
subscription.
Well,
What is
poor
poor?
is the state of having no money. That's the essence of it. Having no money is poor. Other synonyms for that one is poor unfortunate soul, or we could use that one. Okay? We could also use destitute, right? So
Destitute?
a lot of
Yes,
people are learning
destitute.
from this. Hopefully, a lot of people are learning some vocabulary words here whilst we wait for Miss LA. Oh yeah, and another one. Can you give me one synonym, one word for poor?
You mentioned destitute. You mentioned
Poor unfortunate
unfortunate.
soul.
Unfortunate soul.
Uh-huh. Okay, what else
What
can
else?
what else was there?
Uh,
There's a list that we always provide for people. Yeah, I
mm,
forgot. Marginalized
wait.
member of
Yeah,
society. Yeah.
marginalized. This one. I
Yeah,
like this
that
one.
one is well, that
Marginalized.
one is, I consider it as a high vocabulary word, I
High
would say.
vocab. Yeah,
Yeah, high
academic.
vocabulary word. But please use it accurately, all right? Okay,
Yes.
unfortunate. Migalas. All right, we have activity in our chat group. All right, so for our new members, if you
Great.
have questions, please don't hesitate to type it on the chat box. All right, now Jovi and I have prepared a couple of questions from Miss LA's exam. Now later on, we're gonna ask her some questions in relation to her previous experience. Okay, that's the main topic of that's the main reason why we're all here.
Reason.
We want to
Mm-mm.
hear the tea. All right, the gossip. What goes on inside the halls of an exam center, whether or not you took the
Mm.
exam as computer based or whether it was
Mm-hmm.
paper based. So for you, Jovi, what did you take? Did you take the
I
exam one?
took
What type of
paper
exam did you take?
based.
And what type of exam?
I took
Academic
my
or
paper
general?
based. Academic, IELTS, paper based.
All right. And what's the difference between paper based and what do you call this? Paper based and computer based.
Computer. I think we have this thing that in paper base, it's mainly the agony of waiting because the results will be out in 2 weeks time. But in
Okay.
computer base,
I
it's
can't do
just
that.
3 days, right?
Yeah, I can't do that. Really, I can't do that. I can't wait that
The
long.
agony,
That's probably one of the reasons
but
why I
it's
took the
quite
exam in
yes,
a computer. Yeah.
computer, yeah.
I
Because
remember
the
when I
the,
was
the reason
yeah.
why is that I am not good in reading, on the screen because of
Okay.
my poor eyesight. So I
Ah.
choose
So
the written
so
one.
poor eyesight is your main problem.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I think our guest is ready. And
Yes.
please
Yes.
kindly unmute
LA.
yourself. Hi, LA.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Hi,
Good
good
evening, good
morning.
morning, good afternoon.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. My name is
Hi,
Manuel.
LA.
You already know me. We've met through the IFNG group. And what um what particular thing would you like to share to us, Miss LA? Or Liz. Can I call you Liz?
Yes.
May
Yes,
I?
yes, better,
Of
sir. Yes.
course, that's wonderful. All right. So Liz, Liz, when did you take the exam?
Before I answer that, let me just say thank you so much for fitting me in into your wonderful podcast.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so
Next
much.
week,
It's
if
our
if
pleasure,
Um,
next
Miss
week,
Liz.
if next week you can replace me if you don't mind. But yeah, anyway, all right. Thank you so much for thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Now, LA or Liz, I'll just call you Liz from now on. Now, Liz,
Liz,
when did you take the exam?
I took my examination. I'm not really good in math, but I think it's 6 months ago. Most probably that was April, around April or March
Uh huh.
this year.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
And
it's kind of fresh.
kinda
Fresh.
fresh.
Kinda.
Kind of
Yeah,
fresh.
kind of fresh. I love it. I love it. It's kind of fresh. See how chill we are here. Now, for our viewers, she kept messaging me, "Do I need to speak English all the time?" I said, "No, you can speak Tagalog as much as you want." The only ones who are forbidden from speaking Tagalog here in this podcast is me and Jovi. I don't care. I don't care, Jovi, how rusty you feel. I don't care how rusty you feel when you're when you're speaking in English. I don't care. We are here to help other people out by speaking English ourselves. Now we
Sure,
didn't get
your
band nine.
presence.
Now for
Your
people out
presence
there, we didn't get
set
band
me
nine,
in the
right?
English mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't get band nine. We just want you guys to level with it. I want you guys to level with us.
Yes.
We're not um, overachievers in terms of the IELTS, but we're providing a platform that is safe and that is open for everybody to ask. That's open for
True.
everybody to share their thoughts with. And this is the reason why I invited Miss Liz, right? And you, Jovi,
Mm-hmm.
you are forbidden from speaking Tagalog. Both of us are forbidden in speaking in
Sure.
Tagalog. Now, LA,
Sure.
LA, so you took the exam April. How was it? How was the experience? Give us a rundown of what happened.
Actually, the day of the examination was like a normal day for me. Not to brag, but because I prepared, I know that I prepared a lot for even if it's just a month of preparation. But I know that God is with me, and I had wonderful colleagues while I was in my um, while I was on the verge of my preparation. So I felt like it was just a chill day for me, and I had my family support and friend support. So it's a wonderful experience.
And you have a family. You said you have a family. You have kids, or you have your husband with you there in Saudi Arabia? Here in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, I have my husband here and as well as my son.
Oh, that's
He's a toddler,
lovely.
by the way.
That's lovely. I love the fact that it's a family affair. IELTS could be a family affair,
Nice.
right? Right? It's a family
Nice.
affair.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
my mom was here with me, I would probably invite her in an IFNG exam, in an IFNG mock speaking exam. But anyway, let's talk about more about LA's experience. Now, when you took the exam, where was it? Was it in was it in the British Council or IDP?
Or ADP.
I had my examination with the British Council, and I took it here in one of the major cities in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It's in the Eastern Province. It's in Abha. If most of the people in the live streaming is aware of it, in Saudi Arabia.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. See how she introduces her answer. That's how a band 7
So
and above would
IELTS.
introduce her answer. It's a very IELTS way of introducing her answer. It's not just I took the exam here and Abha. That's it, right? A wonderful city, a major city here in Saudi Arabia, right? That is those are the nuances that I think examiners are looking for. Things that you can converse with, things that you can bounce off ideas with. Do you guys agree
Yeah.
with me on that particular regard?
True. That
Yeah.
that's
All right.
like more
And
I would say that's more of the adjectives to
yeah,
make it
like,
to
yeah, I
make it
think so.
like
I think so. Now,
engaging. Yeah.
now, now, let's talk about your experience. When you came in, um, how was the experience? Was it comfortable? Were you comfortable during the exam, or was it stressful and distracting? please enlighten us. Maybe we have a couple of people here in Abha, a couple of our viewers. Shout out to our 15 viewers. Is that correct? I'm not sure if it's live, but I think it's, oh yeah, it suddenly became 10. But yeah, if we have Abha people here, they might relate to you. All right. How was the exam center?
It was in one of the major university in the city. It's particularly King Khalid University. I took the examination around summer, so it's a little bit hot and sweaty and dry.
Well,
That's
girl, the
why
desert.
it's a little
Well, it's a
bit,
desert.
yeah.
Yeah, girl,
Given that
I
we
can relate,
are in the
girl.
Middle East, yeah. Given that we are in the Middle East, but once I entered the examination room, I immediately meet people who are very friendly, who were
Mm.
giving their beautiful smiles to me. So I felt comfortable, and at the same time, I feel like I can do this
I I'm,
because I
Mhm.
have
I'm
this
loving your
wonderful people
pronunciation.
surrounding me.
I
Yeah.
love the pronunciation.
And another
Can
thing,
I interrupt
yeah,
you for a while? I love the pronunciation. Guys who
sure.
are listening
Come.
on the guys who are listening in the podcast right now, people who are listening in the live stream. How do you say comfortable again? This is something I have to interrupt.
Yeah.
I have to interrupt her because this is something
So
that
natural.
is so natural for me. Can you say it again? Comfortable?
Comfortable.
Oh my gosh. It's music to my ears. Because Filipinos, I know I'm guilty of this one sometimes. It's comfortable, right? It's comfortable.
Yeah.
That's I know I'm guilty of this sometimes, especially when I'm talking very fast. And she sounds effortless. She's very graceful. I love the fact that yeah, she's graceful in her manner of speaking. She's graceful. All right, you're comfortable. Let's move on to subtests. Which exam did you take first?
I had the speaking part on the first examination, or the first subtest that I took was the speaking examination.
Uh-huh.
Speaking.
It was
Mm-hmm.
in the morning. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people were saying to me, "It's good. Your schedule was
Yeah.
very nice because your mind is fresh." Like, given that I traveled from the city that I am in right now, like 3 hours, so I can reach the
Oh my
city
gosh, girl,
where
three
I will
hours.
take the examination. Yeah, I am in the province. By the way, I am located in the province. One
Uh-huh.
of the provinces here in
Girl, same. I can
Saudi
understand
Arabia.
the dilemma. Girl, I can understand.
Yeah.
I can resonate with you, girl. I love it.
Mm,
All right. So, yeah, speaking exam first, all right? Traveling from the province, all right? I can relate. Now,
yeah,
how was the speaking exam?
the speaking examination. For me, it went well. I had a very good invigilator. She was friendly to me. Although on the last part of the examination, the part three, I was a bit nervous because the questions every time that I will answer the same topic that I will answer, it's the same thing that she will ask me, and we are like going into a very more difficult question. So I was nervous, but I was thankful as well because I was able to ace it. So I think the face or the facial grimace of the examiner is one factor also for an examinee to pass the exam.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joey would disagree because I
Yeah.
remember you told me she was smiling, but I don't know what she's talking
Yeah.
about. But I don't know what she's thinking. I think you
Yeah.
mentioned that before. Can you explain what you meant by that one when you said the examiner was smiling as you were speaking? What did you tell me last time when you said the examiner was expression was?
Uh, yes, there's a time that my examiner was smiling, but then there's because sometimes she has this question, because it's quite personal sometimes with regards to your answer. You would answer from your personal experience. Then it might be, for example, I with my profession, it's in aesthetic nursing, so they're more curious. They are smiling, but then they have a question mark.
Mhm.
Why? why, like
Oh, okay. So
those.
you may, so
So
you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's gonna give me a low band score at the back of your mind because
yeah.
she kept asking why.
Might be she's not aware. Yeah, she cannot relate to what I'm saying or what
All
I'm
right.
talking
So,
about.
oh my gosh, we have a viewer. We have an extra person from Liz. Liz. All right. So speaking was a little bit so speaking was a challenge part, especially part 3 was a challenge. All right. Um, let's move on to the other subset. The next one, LRW, listening, reading, and writing. Which one? Which one was you? Which one was first on your? Give us a run through.
Yeah,
I cannot really remember what was the first subject after the
speaking.
speaking, but most probably it was reading and then listening, and then the last one is the writing because I took the examination computer based, and I can vividly remember the last part of the day, all the clicking of the not sure what's the name of this of the computer.
Mhm.
That's all that I can hear while I am imagining things that I will put or I will write on on my writing
girl,
examination.
girl, I can feel you. I can feel you. I can relate to you. This is something that I have trouble with, and I commend you for surviving that arduous experience. Okay, so Liz turned off her camera. I think. Oh no, she didn't turn off her camera. Okay, so she's back. Okay. Um. All right. Now, what's the most difficult part of the IELTS exam for you?
I think the arduous part of it is not the examination itself, but the waiting part, wherein you have this agony, and you don't know the exact fear that you have. If it's fear of disappointing your family and friends, not meeting their expectations, or if it's the fear of where you will get the next money for the next examination.
True.
So I think
Yeah,
that's the
everybody
difficult
here. I
part.
think I think everybody here on even the 13 people in our live stream would agree with you on that one. It's hard to find the funds. I know.
Yeah.
That's why try to use as much of the resources that the people are giving it
Yeah.
that that IFNG
Yes,
especially is giving to you guys. And who
yes.
are the people that you think would thank for the experience for passing your exam? Who do you think are the first one? Give us the top 4 people that you would like to thank when you after you
Hmm.
pass the exam, because I think they deserve credit,
Top,
right?
top four, of course, number one is my husband, who's always there by my side, supporting me and helping me with
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
the chores
cry.
and yeah,
Oh my gosh,
chores
this
in the
is
household, so I won't be very tired and I will have an ample time to study. The next person would be the IFNG admin, Mr. Marvin,
oh,
whom I referred
I
as
think
my
he's watching
father
right now. If you have
in the
if you
Oreo
if
group.
he's watching right now, what would be your message to Mr. Marvin? I think he's your father.
That I thank you.
What would be
You
your
know,
message to Mr. Marvin in an IELTS way? Two to three sentences,
oh my god,
concise, direct to the point.
can I answer it in how would I? No, he actually he knows it already. He knows how thankful I am for his presence during the times that I'm having this crying moments because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so anxious, like I have to travel. I'm thinking about the responsibilities that I was not able to perform because just for the preparation of the examination. He knows how thankful I am for having him. He is
Oh
like
my
my
gosh, I'm going
father
to
in
cry.
Oreo, and not only for me, for a lot of Oreo babies. So
Oreo
thank you
babies.
so much.
All
Thank you
right.
Oreo
so much, Sir
babies.
Martin.
Now, please tell us, somebody in the chat or somebody in the live stream would probably have no knowledge of Oreo. What is Oreo, by the way? So we want to make this a little bit educational, this podcast. So, what is Oreo for you as an Oreo baby? Please define Oreo for us or transcribe Oreo for us.
Mm. Oreo for me is not only a group, but for me, I considered it as a family. It molded me. it honed my capability and also my confidence in speaking, especially during the times that I doubted myself. Oreo is not only a platform, but it is something that was given by those people with big hearts to help or to reach out
Oh,
those who are in need.
yeah, yeah, girl. I think
Yeah.
yeah, and Jovi Jean, what do you mean by Oreo?
It's heartfelt.
Yeah, I know it's
Actually,
I can
I
tell
felt that it's
the amount
heartfelt.
of love and support these people this group of people have with
Yeah.
each other. I can tell from there. But yeah, on an
Oreo is
educational standpoint, what do you mean by Oreo again, Jovi Jean?
Oreo is the acronym how we answer part three question, which is
Uh-huh.
opinion, reason, example, and state your opinion again. So they made this one is like a group also that we encourage everyone to speak up or to do the mock test
Uh-huh.
or mock
Okay.
speaking.
But they made it Oreo babies. Okay. So
Yes.
she's an Oreo baby. She is a fetus. she no 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 she's already she was a fetus when she was in the Oreo baby group, and now she's a full grown toddler with baby
Grown
hair
up.
and undergoing a lot of changes, biological changes in her body. And with that, thank you so much. And now she shared a lot of questions for us. um, would you be kind enough to share it with the other people with the questions that was asked of you in your mock exam? Now, Jovi Jean and I will be answering the questions. Part one will be for
Wow.
Jovi Jean. Part one would be for Jovi Jean.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
And I will send it on the group chat. Sorry, I forgot to send it to you. I'll send it on the group chat. And these are your questions, Jovi. Ha. Please listen to our very soft-spoken examiner. All right. Wait, I'll send
Okay.
the
Let's start
questions.
the with the
Oh, no,
IELTS setup again.
See, 1 week is 1 week makes every both of us rusty, right?
Yeah,
So
especially me.
I think that's great advice for people who are taking the
Yeah,
exam.
or taking exam.
Don't
It's
skip a
always like
day. Don't
yeah,
skip a day, right?
the momentum. Yeah, maintain the momentum to practice daily.
Okay.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be
Yeah.
your mock exam,
Oh,
mock
Yeah.
speaking.
these are the questions that I've got in the internet because some of the topics that you sent me was a little bit vague. Hopefully they were related. Is that okay, Liz?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let's
Do they sound the
start.
same? Are they the same things? I got it from the IELTS group.
Oh, wait. Let me just check this.
I love how soft spoken she is. I love it. She's like a fairy godmother. Like, yeah. It's
If
there
eh,
she's like a complete
if I'm a
opposite of
patient, I
us.
will choose
She's the
Liz
Same.
will be my nurse.
right? She's like the complete opposite
Yeah.
of the both of us. Both of us were very tacky and tactless. We like to laugh a lot. When she laughs, she's very graceful. I love it. I love it. The both of us. I think she will replace both of us in the podcast next time.
No,
Oh,
no, I don't have the guts to do that.
but hopefully we get to see you some other time, all right? Because it was such a hoot having
Yes.
you. It was such a hoot having you
Yeah.
guys. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
So, are you guys ready to begin? I'll be here. I'll be turning off a microphone, and I'll
Sure.
just be listening in.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready, Miss
All right,
Liz.
start. Okay. Let's start at the IELTS way.
Yes.
um, Hi, good evening. I'm Liz, and I will be your invigilator for today. Can you please state your full name?
Hi, I'm Jovi Jean Bailon, but please call me Jovi.
All right, Jovi. So let's start with your speaking part one. Do you live in a house or an apartment?
At present, I'm staying in a apartment. It's a three-story building located in the heart of the city. What I love about this place is it's stone's throw away from the facilities like those groceries and bus stops, which is very accessible for me.
All right. So, what is your favorite room in your home?
I would choose the kitchen because it is where my family gather and prepare food, and also that's my place, that's my comfort zone because I love to cook, and always cook my heart out in that place.
Great. So, if there is anything that you want to change in your home, what would it be?
Presently, I would love to put more decorations because Christmas season is coming, and well, my place is just just a box, so it's nothing there. So I would love to put colors of Christmas, like red and white ornaments, Christmas ornaments in the living room, especially.
Hmm. All right. So, let's proceed to another topic. Have you ever visited a farm?
Oh yes, actually to be honest, I'm a village girl and I've lived in the province in my childhood years, and I love to visit farm with my father. That's our a morning exercise.
All right. So, is there a particular kind of farm that you like?
I would prefer to go in a farmland, which is, let's say, uh, the the source of income of my father, which is farming. He has huge land for rice fields, and also uh, he he does some gardening, like fruits and vegetables on the side. So I was born, and let's say I was aware of those farms. So I would prefer it. It is my childhood. I would prefer to go back to that place soon.
All right. And for your last question, did you like do farm work when you were young?
Oh, to be honest, not that much, but I'm there to support people doing those hard labor. I would say I was just fortunate enough that my parents are, let's say, responsible and provided us, our family, um, financial needs. So I was lucky to to just be there to support others, not just to do the labor work.
All right, that's great. That's the end of your speaking part one.
Thank you. Wow.
Congratulations.
Wow! Even wow!
It
Very
was
well
random. Your questions
answered.
are quite random.
Jovi! Wow!
Hello.
Jovi! I thought you were rusty. My comment is, my
No,
comment is, my
no.
comment. I only have one comment. I have to comment one thing. Find other words for farm. That's the only thing. It could be an
Yeah.
agricultural
What
plot
is
of
a
land. It could be
farm?
land, right?
Far.
That's the only thing. That's
Agricultural.
the only thing
Is
that I
it
wanted.
agriculture? What's the synonym, by the way, of farm? Because I cannot even think of something. Is it an agricultural
Yeah,
place or
I
what?
think
Is it
so. Yeah,
I think
agricultural?
that
Yeah.
would do agricultural
agricultural
land.
plot of land,
Yeah.
horticulture
Site.
places where you can do whole There's a lot of I think there's topical vocabulary on this one, and if you're
Farm.
not
Okay.
familiar with farmlands, they ask this question in the IELTS exam, guys. So
Yeah.
try to build try to build
The
a good foundation on topics related to
vocabs,
farms. Yeah, vocabulary.
vocabs,
Vocabulary.
Yep.
Yeah.
especially farm. This
All
is
right.
farm
So
and
I'm ready to be examined by Miss LA for part 2. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm scared actually because it has been a long time since I answered the question. Now your job, Jovi, is to comment on my performance.
yeah.
Hopefully I gave an
I'll do
average.
my notes.
I'll have hopefully I have an above average job, above average performance. All right. LA,
I'll do my
Of
notes.
please
course.
please send me a copy of the cue card. You can give me a minute to prepare, hopefully, and then timer also. Like
All
the
right.
I'll give you the time. I'll be the time. I'll give you the time. I'll
yeah,
set the
sure.
time.
Sure, sure,
Okay.
sure.
I'll give
Oh,
you, is it 30 seconds or
One
just one
minute,
minute for
because this is
preparation? Okay,
what.
one
Let's try
minute.
1 minute this time because I don't have time to prepare.
Okay.
all right. Let me just open my application here for a while.
So, oh, see, she still has the app. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way,
Wow.
guys, for those IFNG members there, since we're plugging things here in the broadcast, in the podcast. If you wanted to avail the IELTS speaking app,
Speaking app,
IFNG members have a discount. I
a
don't know how much is
discount.
the
Yes.
discount, but they give discounted prices for the IELTS speaking app there. Sir Jeff and Ma'am GL usually sends the people sends it in the groups for the links, guys. And if you don't mind, if you're watching right now, please like, share, and subscribe. It would be it would make me extremely happy. I know, self promotion, I know, but if you guys want to see more of us, that subscribe button would really help us out. All right, now are we ready? Oh gosh, sir, same
Yeah,
question
I'm
I sent.
ready. Have you seen your question?
I have not. Wait.
Wait. Mhm.
Yeah, the same question you sent. I think this one. Wait, let me see if I still have it. Uh,
Mm.
this one. Describe an activity or work that you do after work. Something like that. Is this
All
this
right,
one?
sure. Yeah,
This
yeah.
one?
I sent already the topic. Yeah.
This one,
Yes,
right? All
yes.
right. So can you guys give me 1 minute? Ooh, 1 minute
I'm
on the
ready.
spot
One
Ooh.
mock
minute.
exam.
Yeah.
So you guys
One
can
minute.
time in.
Okay. 1 minute starts now.
All right.
So I would share to you guys the question for Miss Liz on her part two. That's describe an activity that you do after school or work. So you should say what it is, when and where you do it, who you do it with, and how you felt about it. So that's the question. April 2021, around March or April. We're not quite sure for the exact date, but 6 months ago. That's her question. Actual IELTS exam for Ms. Liz. Okay. Okay. Sir Manny,
All right.
your 1 minute is up.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm ready.
Okay.
Start timing
Yeah,
for
your
two
timer
minutes.
starts once you start speaking.
All right. So the activity that I usually do when I go out of my workplace is, by the way, there's a lot actually, but at the top of my head, I can think of playing online computer games, specifically MMORPGs, which means massively multiplayer online games. These are basically this is basically an online game that's played all over the world with a large amount of people, and they don't interact with them on a personal basis. So that's the basic description of an MMORPG. I do it in the house, of course, with the power of the internet, and I usually do it with complete strangers. Mind you, complete strangers, people who I don't know, people who I've just met on some park or some alleyway in the online world. And what I think I love about about what I like about this activity is the fact that I get to meet people from all walks of life as well as from different parts of the world. For instance, I've met people from Europe. This is actually one of the things that I enjoy most about it is that at some point during our conversations in the game or as we play the game, um, people oftentimes speak in the microphone, and sometimes I don't understand them, and then I realize that they're speaking a different language. And that's one of the things that I adore about playing online games is the fact that we get to share our there's a group of people who have the same interests, but they have but they can share also their a part of their culture. And if I were to be given the chance to meet these people, I would probably go and meet up with them. But unfortunately, there's a pandemic right now, and I do hope that one day, as the limitations of the pandemic decrease, I would love to visit some of my online friends in who I've met from a
Okay.
different place.
So 2 minutes is up.
All right. Okay.
Perfect.
Hopefully
Two
that was
minutes
a
is up.
hopefully that was that hopefully that was a well thought of preparation, because I really don't have the time. I was distracted by people messaging. And, but yeah, hopefully I gave an above average job, or about 7 plus, band 7 plus performance on my part two. All right, let's move on to the part three questions, ma'am.
Part three.
Okay, so what about part three? Who's gonna ask
Okay.
me? Who's gonna
Hi,
ask me
Liz. Are
questions?
you
Miss
still there?
Liz?
Okay. I
Uh,
will.
sh-
I'll
all right.
continue.
Oh, she suddenly
Liz
got a
is
patient.
back.
All right.
Yeah.
She
Liz is
suddenly.
back
So you have to
to
ask me the
service.
questions that she sent to us. Okay.
Okay. So let's move on to your part three. So
hmm
why do some people enjoy extreme sports?
Well, I think it's because of the adrenaline rush. The fact that people can do things that are beyond the imagination is what piques people's interest in doing activities that they don't normally do. Things that are extreme would probably be something that that they can boast to their friends, or they can share on the social media. And I think that's some of the reasons why people people would do these activities that normal people wouldn't do.
Okay. So are men more likely to do adventure sports than women?
I think this is a controversial question. However, my 2 cents on this is the fact that men are more likely to participate in these extreme sports, mainly because men are much more competitive. Women just do it just do it because they want to seem as equal in terms of strength than men. So I guess that's my idea on this particular question.
Okay. So for your last question, what do young people do in groups?
Well, as I mentioned before in my part two question, I would say using using the internet to form groups and either play games or participate in discussions in an online space would be one of them. Another thing would be, because of technology, people are younger people in particular are more likely to gather in an online space, and even in the outside space, with the use of technological apps that have been developed by technology by different providers. An example of this would probably be Facebook. Um, IFNG is an example of an app that of a group that young people, I would consider one as myself, to to help participate with these particular activities. All right.
Okay. So that's the end
Uh
of
huh.
your speaking test. Congratulations.
All right.
So, yeah,
What were your comments? I don't like my last question. I should have just answered short and concise, right? I was
directly.
trying to skirt
Yes,
around the topic.
directly.
I was trying to skirt
You
around the topic
skirted
because I
around.
don't have an idea, but
Oh,
hopefully
well.
that gave me a band
But
seven.
it's quite, also, this question is quite, let's say vague also
Yeah, it's
because,
vague.
but it's
What
quite,
particular
yeah,
activity? There's tons of
it's vague, but
activities.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
but
tons of
it's
activities.
vague. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
like,
somebody commented on the chat. Oh, Shaman is there. Oh my
hi,
gosh, he's one of our regulars on our nightly
hi,
pod. Yeah,
shaman.
Shaman. I love the way you answer question 1 and 2, sir. Of course. You should of course you're a medical technologist. I know you're a medical technologist, Shaman. So I know you should be able to love it. I know you would love it because we are both the same.
Oh,
All
there's
right.
another one. I think I don't know if we missed this one.
Mhm.
we can use, or can we maybe can we use abbreviation for IELTS part 3?
A great I think one of the Niners people have helped out on that question. Um yeah,
Mm-hmm.
abbreviations is okay as long as you transcribe it
You
and then you
spell,
explain what
yeah,
it is.
spell it out.
Remember I've said MMORPG earlier. I described it to you guys, right? MMORPG is a massively multiplaying online game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so that's the reason why I transcribed it for the people in for the people, and
Mm-hmm.
um to get a sense, just to give the examiner a sense of what you're talking about, because sometimes people say I am an OFW, right?
Mm-hmm.
OFW is
It's somehow, yeah,
only familiar, is a familiar abbreviation
Filipino.
for Filipinos. But if it were a foreign national, for example, if it were another national, for example, a British national, they don't have an idea what it is, right? So
Yeah.
you have to
They
be able
just
to at
know
least
it.
give it, so you have to be able to at least give the examiner a taste of what you're talking about. So in this case, I tried MMORPG. I transcribed it. It's a massively multiplayer online game that blah 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 blah. So that's how I tried, that's how I presented it to you guys. And hopefully, Shaman. Who was the one? Hopefully, Migalas. No, so not
That's
Shaman.
me,
Sorry,
Migalas.
Migalas. That would have answered your question. Okay, and I think
Mm-hmm.
we're out of
You
time.
just
It's almost an
transcribe the
hour,
abbreviation.
right?
Oh,
It's almost an hour. We're almost an
is
hour.
it?
All right.
Okay.
So for those people who are watching, if you are an IFNG member, I love you so much. If you're new to the channel, please like and share and subscribe. I know I'm self-promoting, but it takes a lot of effort to come back here every Thursday. But but we do it all for you guys because we love you
Yes.
so much. All right. Okay. Now, final thoughts. I think LA is back, or Liz is back. Liz, what would be your advice to examiner, to an examinee, to an IELTS examinee right now?
Yeah, during the
Uh,
preparation.
What advice? Okay, what advice can you give an examinee right now?
I have this. Actually, I have this quote from the famous Mr. Bo Sanchez in the Philippines, and this has been the quote that I have been reminding myself every time, especially during my preparation for the examination. So here it is. Friend, never give up on God's dream for your life. Discern, make adjustments, change your house, do some tweaks, but never surrender what God wants for your life. So that's it. I will not say good luck, rather congratulations in advance.
Aw, thank you
Oh,
so much.
great.
What about you, Jovi? Before me, of course. Ladies first. What about Jovi?
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever it takes, don't give up on your dreams because someday dreams do come true.
Ah, all
We're
right,
nearly there.
all right.
Yeah.
I think
We're nearly there.
I think the only advice I can give to people is study hard and study smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people there who will pull you down.
Enjoy.
Yeah, there are people there who will pull you down, but ignore the noise and just focus on what you're doing right at the moment and enjoy it. Enjoy the
Yeah,
IELTS
enjoy.
experience. Yes, the both of us, Jovi and me, we enjoyed the IELTS experience, and that's the reason why we're always excited to go back to the Zoom meetings, because we have friends like we have both of us, we have each other to make it through this arduous experience. And I think LA has her own
Mhm.
group of people, and I think it has helped her out.
Mm,
So hopefully, you
a
guys
lot.
would learn so much from this
Mm.
and be inspired by Miss LA's story. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye, guys, and
Okay.
bye,
Bye
LA. Bye,
bye.
LA.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you
everybody on
so
Bye.
YouTube.
Bye,
much.
LA. Nice
Bye.
meeting you. Bye
Hugs and
bye.
kisses. And in